Carolina Panthers fan, I'm going to start by saying there are news that we need to face with maturity, because no matter how absurd it may seem at first glance, when we stop, analyze the facts, and look at the context, it starts to make a certain sense, and the information that's circulating now is exactly that kind. The name at the center of this controversy is Xavier Legette. Yes, the wide receiver we saw being chosen in the first round of last year's draft. The same Legette who came with that promise of being the new playmaker of this offense, the target that Bryce Young so desperately needed. But after a rookie season that was more than disappointing, his future in Carolina is already starting to be called into question. And it's not me saying this, it's the local analysts, the Charlotte Press itself, that has started to raise the real hypothesis of a possible trade involving the number 17 jersey. And look, let's be honest here, Legette's performance in 2024 fell far short of expectations. There were 49 receptions, 497 yards, 4 touchdowns, and a number of drops that simply cannot be ignored. Who doesn't remember that ball in the end zone against the Eagles? That play became a meme, became a topic on local radio, and was, without a doubt, one of the major points of frustration for the fans last season. And to complicate the situation even further, the Panthers front office didn't stay idle. They spent a high pick on Tetaroa McMillan, got Jalen Coker, brought in Jimmy Horn Jr., and still have veteran Adam Thielen on the roster. In other words, the receiver room that was lacking last year is now simply packed with competition, and you can be sure the coaching staff will put on the field whoever is performing better without looking at draft pedigree. Now, I know what you're thinking, but Legette was a first-round pick. They won't give up on him so soon. My friend, I just need to remind you of one name, Jonathan Mingo. He was also a high-stakes bet. He also came surrounded by expectations. And today, well, today he's an example of how this front office has no patience for wide receivers who don't deliver. And here's my opinion, clear and direct. If Legette doesn't start producing in the first few weeks of the season, if he doesn't show improvement, reliability in his routes, and most importantly, dependable hands, the possibility of a trade will stop being speculation and will become reality, because the market still sees value in a physical young player with development potential, and the Panthers may want to capitalize before that value evaporates completely. Now, I pose the question to you, fan. Do you still believe in Xavier Legette, or is it time for the franchise to turn the page and seek another path? I want to know your opinion. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell, because here the analysis is always straightforward, no fluff, and made for you, the die-hard Panthers fan.